In order to use the stats collector for InfluxDB, you're going to have to run this as a marathon application. And a marathon application is a platform that deals with the scheduling and the executing of a Mesos task through the master and onto the slaves based on a set of states. And Marathon can bind persistent storage volumes to your application, running a beautiful database like DSL query language like Postgres and MySQL, allowing us to discover a Mesos cluster using also Mesos DNS, collecting the Mesos leader stats, the master stats, the slave stats, collecting stateful master metrics that can be plotted and analyzed using a set of convoluted neural nets with Markovian hidden layers, wherein our analysis is based on finding the index. A mathematical index is a number that describes the geometric phenomena that you encounter when you talk about black holes and solitons in particle physics as bumps in the road or kinks in the time series as being evidence of a particle existing in that state. The same can be done when building a Zookeeper redirect React router that communicates with said Mesos cluster, broadcasting a heartbeat, a JSON file, and that JSON file must be compressed and computed against in multiplex or mux fashion, and Mesos itself was built on this idea of using a Boolean XOR to schedule and balance a set of tasks to be completed inside a container. And this application would broadcast the bandwidth, the CPU, the memory. In terms of physics, we can talk about the latency, the throughput in a high availability ecosystem. And by having this React DOM friendly dashboard, all we need to do is to gauge the datum using simply dependency injection inside React inline contextual typesetting as you go. The rest of the process of making that information readable to the end user is one that encompasses the art of building a very advanced Mesos dashboard that can provide you with the ability to launch a library with a task and a framework, or a framework working in parallel in a high availability environment where it can be reached by many slaves. But this is pretty much the same when you're merely listening to a heartbeat between clusters. And all you have to do is compare them. Having an idea of this will give you the ability to just abstract from the process the metrics and the presentation thereof, which in this case is making the state available to all who want to listen to this state. This is broadcasted by the express cookie. One cookie that is saved inside that DOM and does not have to be queried until you have a redirect request, as you can see on the screen. And also, if you notice, we're going to abstract the child context of this response by discussing the material UI singleton here, which gets the theme that is employed. The theme is merely the UI elements that are loaded when we request material to be loaded inside our broadcaster or listener. This actually provides us with a refresh threshold for us to work with.